smash it.
Eagles is on. What do we call Eagles, mate? You're Eagles. Can they hear us? That's okay, play music so they can't hear me. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll be back in a bit, dude.
Sound muted.
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it as I bleed for you, cry for you, let me bleed.
used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go? How will I know? How will I know? I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Where do I go? Where do I go from here? I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go? How will I know? How will I know? I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Where do I go? Where do I go?
Channel switched.
I used to walk these roads with you.
Channel edited.
Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go?
Channel edited.
Where do I go from here? Where do I go?
Channel edited. Hey, wake up. Channel switched.
Where are you going? Going so fast tonight. Have you ever stopped beside the road to smell the rose of life? Take a breath now. Don't hold it in too long, 'cause you might end up missing out on life's short little song. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live, don't let it go. Ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live, don't let it go. You've got one life to live, don't let it go. Can you let go of it all tonight? Or will you decide to push on through and ignore the words inside? Take a breath now, don't hold it in too long, 'cause you'll find you're missing out a life's short little song. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live, don't let it go. Ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live, don't let it go. Got one life
Sound microphone muted. Channel switched.
Satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Sound
Up now.
resumed. Microphone
Sorry
muted.
about the delay. Good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gents. I am Joshua Schneer. I will be casting tonight along with my good mate, Travis.
Hi, guys. I'll be doing the play-by-play casting.
And I'll be giving you some quality banter to go along with. Sorry about the delay. There was just a minor issue with players, which was luckily sorted out.
Yeah.
So Travis, what type of picks do you expect to see coming out tonight?
So I'm expecting Legion to first pick one of the S tier 80 carries, so namely Tristana or Callista, but Prime D banned Callista. So we're looking at a Tristana first pick, yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Would you say that the Legion bot lane is a power one?
Yeah, that's where their shot calling comes from. So, and the team as well is a very bot-centric team. So they always look for plays around their bot lane, whether it's going to be TPs, 5-man dives, even if it's just like jungle attention that leads to like this lower poke or.
I won't be denied.
Yeah, you can expect that in this game.
Yeah, and then the typical bans that you would expect to see between these two teams. I know you're quite involved with both of them.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm not sure why they banned Sage though, because I know Witsy personally, he doesn't like tank junglers. He prefers the carry junglers, so Nidley, Ezreal, Elise, those kinds of champions.
But even in this meta?
They're not bad at the moment. At the moment, Nidley and Ezreal are coming out, and they're like proving to be quite strong against tank junglers, just because you can counter jungle them and deny them gold. You can also kind of dictate the path that they're going to take.
But I guess watching some games between BAMD previously, whenever they are up against that Ezreal into a tanky jungler, it does move to one more of those lateral jungles where they start the enemy's team top side and move down.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, generally you'll see them mirror each other's pathing. I know Wetsy specifically, he likes to mirror the pathing, and he knows he can get pressure from his lanes to back him up on invades. That's the kind of playstyle that they're looking at. And there's the first picture Tristana I was talking about.
Unreal, what do you expect to see from Forbidden?
I'm expecting either Lulucog or Dire with either Thresh or Alistair.
The Lulucog in... Ooh.
Or Sivir.
Sivir with an
why
Ardent
they're
support,
playing this.
maybe.
They just want to AFK push bot lane and not deal with any like sort of bot lane shenanigans. Just because of like the elo differences.
Look, ooh. This is a pick I haven't seen.
This is something we spoke about. Kane jungle, yeah. Its impulse is most played as well. Generally he plays the mid though. I mean, this could be Kane mid, we don't know.
Oh, okay. No, because I have
man.
yet to see a Kane in a scrim between Prime D and any other team, actually.
Personally, I would have liked to have seen the Thresher, just because it's a takeaway from Hiko. So his highly prioritized support.
I was speaking to Trudge and Tilt earlier, and I think they had already resigned to give Hiko that Thresh.
I don't know if it's smart though. Oh, but he's gonna pick the Janna anyway. The buffs this patch.
Ooh, and then there's an S tier bot lane right there coming out.
Yeah, I'm already liking the draft for Team. We'll see what they pick. Now they should secure a jungle. I'm assuming an Ezreal or Nidley.
Even into
Possibly
the Elise jungle though.
Yeah. I mean, it's a matter of who gets to jump on who when they meet up. If Ezreal gets to jump on... Oh, okay, there's Elisen as well.
Ooh.
Going for a very early game oriented jungle matchups.
But look, with that Tristana and the John, they're still gonna scale quite nicely into the late game, in my opinion.
The only issue when you draft Janna though is that you generally don't have pressure in your lane. So it's just Janna, you know, all she offers is shielding and tornado and move speed, compared to likes of an Alistair or Thresh, or even Lulu. Lulu has more pressure than a Janna early game anyway.
But in the late game though, she's a powerhouse though, isn't she?
Yeah, she'll be quite annoying for whatever they're drafting next, so it fits their tanks. It's quite annoying to engage onto a Janna.
Especially considering that having seen Prime D like to focus that late game team comp.
Yeah, lately it's been more of them running split, either 1-3-1s or 4-0-1s. They generally try to close out games that way. It's like their
Especially at the
identity,
moment.
yeah, as a team. Whereas Team Legion, they love to just 5v5.
Yes,
Well,
it's all about who's going to control it then, I guess. That Oriana ban.
We'll see though, both teams haven't given away too much with what they're wanting to, how they want to play this game. Well, Renekton's left open, so I'm assuming a first pick Renekton if banned. Or a Kennen. I know it's Remain's
Honestly, I'd be happy to see Romain. For anyone who doesn't know the weird ILI thing that's there at the top, that's Romain.
the barcode account.
I would be happy to see him on a Kennen or a Rumble. He's an absolute machine on those champs, to be honest.
I think Renekton's good though, because it's a good takeaway from Tom. Also one of his most played champions. Well, they picked their mid laner Corki. Okay.
I'm not really sure if Romain's like that concerned. Like I haven't seen Romain really lose a matchup.
Oh, he's hovering it. Yeah.
The Ornn pick, nice.
This could be a potential pick. This isn't a troll. They've played it before. Oh, the Singed. Okay, another one of Tom's top tier champs. His Singed is very different though. He doesn't play the typical solo queue, I'm gonna proxy 3 waves kind of Singed. He likes to provide like zone control in team fights. He generally likes to team fight with his Singed, which is like quite unique, I'd say, for most Singed players.
Yes, it will be quite refreshing to see a different style than, you know, the person who just sits behind me in lane and then slowly eats away at my will to live.
Like Timo Hover.
Oh, that Timo Hover.
I'm assuming he'll play
Poison into poison. I'd love to see it, but not today.
That is nice. I'm assuming either Camille, Rumble, or Mundo.
A Mundo.
Okay.
All my years,
At the
I've never
moment,
seen
both
Romain play
teams
that.
are running very little to no engage. Our engage is a Sivir, well, Prime D's engage is a Sivir and a Mundo running into your face, whereas the same it's for Team Legion. It's the Sin speeding up with Glory and flash flinging a carry into the team that's their engage. It'll be quite interesting to see how they play it.
Travis, having spec both Prime D and Legion, especially over this past week, I know you are very involved with them, so it's quite common knowledge that you would be specking them. What improvements have you seen, or what changes have you seen Prime D making coming up to this match, and then also for Team Legion?
Well, for Prime D, especially I'd say is their champion pools. The bot lane they were generally had very limited champions that they could play. Tragedy obviously evolved his champion pool, and he's playing like a lot of other picks now, so that's really good at a very consistent level as well. And in general, I'd say their mid game target selection and calling out targets, that's like greatly improved compared to before. And I would also say Liam's warding has been a lot better as well. Like with objectives that they're looking to control, they generally never go into an objective without any vision.
Look, that's arguably one of the most important things that they can get better at.
Even when the team's in a losing situation as well, they'll generally secure enough vision to create an ecosystem of catching waves.
That's pretty much the base ingredient for getting back to where you need to be to take the game, I guess.
But we'll see though. This is a very unusual comp that they normally run compared to previous scrims and match tournaments.
Just thinking of the actual pace of the game, like I can't decide if it's going to be fast-paced, quick tower takes, or if it's going to be let's sit back, farm up, and then clash 20 minutes in.
I'm assuming that both teams want to just scale this game. I mean, it's a Tristana and Janna who are both running defensive summoners, and I'm assuming that Sivir and Lulu are also running defensive summoners, so you won't be expecting much action other than just clearing waves. Mid lane as well, Ryze needs time to scale. Corki, you'd most likely see them look for plays around Triforce. The Triforce Hawk choose Power Spike. Whereas the junglers, that's different though. They're looking to make proactive plays around the map to secure their scaling lanes.
Well, look,
And then top laners as well, both of them just wanna
you may be
farm
very
out for a bit
privileged,
until they get a few items.
right? Because I know previously that the jungler of Prime D, the standard jungler, not the sub that's filling in for them tonight, he doesn't tend to favor the bot lane ganks and likes to spend most of his time focusing the top lane. And I know that in previous scrims between these, Legion has rarely, well, gone ham on the bot lane, taking away their lead, giving bot lane the lead, which is their central focus in the game.
I don't want to give away too much now because I personally know like the new strats coming up for Age, but yeah, generally they were a very top centric team. They'd look for Remain to carry his lead into the other lanes and snowball that way. Whereas Team Legion, they're a very bot centric team, so we'll see how it's gonna go this game.
Well, there you have it. Is the game going to be let's sit under our tower and farm up, or is Remain going to start as a snowball and end as an avalanche in bot lane, bringing home the win for Prime D? Well,
But
we're
I
going to
think
have
it's
the
going to be
loading
more
screen.
of where the
Gonna have the
junglers decide to go because both junglers are very early game orientated. So we'll see which lanes they choose to impact.
Well, everyone, grab a drink, grab yourself some snacks, sit back, relax, and get ready for the show. Dun 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 dun. Travis, having
Yes,
a
I'm still
look at
alive.
the also you always get a bit scared going into that. Ooh, the El Macho Mundo skin. One of the very few Mundo skins I still don't own. Absolutely beautiful. But having a look at their summoners and their mastery choices, was it what you expected to see?
Yeah, I was expecting to see most Lulu players go like Thunderlord's Ignite for the lane dominant or lane pressure. Whereas Janus will always go wind speakers. So both bot lanes are going this scaling support style, where they both take heal and wind speakers, and the AD carries would take either barrier or cleanse depending on the matchups. Yeah, it's generally going to how I thought it would be.
Ooh,
Classical pause.
and there we go, the standard pause at the start of the game. There's no better way to make me try and fill the stream with random talk than giving me a pause.
Typical SA scene.
Yeah, you know, there's no such thing as a game that isn't paused for 30 minutes.
Some friendly banter going across in the map. So what I'm expecting to see now is that both teams are going to look to control vision around the Raptor camp to see if the junglers will be starting the Raptors. And then if either side's contested, they'll be warding the cross map. So red side would be looking to control or place their wards along the blue buff, and then blue side would be looking at place their wards in the blue buff as well.
And then
That's what we could expect to see between the next 40 seconds to a minute.
Then also, you know, me coming back into the LoL scene after a bit of a hiatus, the jungle bots. What do we expect to see coming out from there, at least in the lead?
I'm expecting a 3-buff start from each jungler, and then looking to influence a lane or secure down deep vision in the opposing enemy, like in the opposing jungles. Or looking for a gank. I'm assuming that Lee Sin has a lot of setup mid lane with the Raz, Rune Prison, and the damage that Lee Sin can provide. So that, I mean, he could look for potential ganks there. Where there's Elise, well, she provides her own CC, so she could look either mid or top lane. I'm assuming mid though because of the damage that both mids have. So it's more likely to turn into a kill or 4 summoners.
One day I'd really like to see headshot on the fabled Orianna.
That pick will never ever be left open. Well, I don't know. Never leave that pick open though, it's too much of a safe blind pick. You could just ban out the counters like Syndra, LeBlanc, those kinds of champions.
Would be nice
Ori's
to see
been the
though.
champion for me that's never really been in a bad spot. Like, she's always decent. She fits well into most team comps as well. And the AoE and utility she provides is always useful.
There we go.
And we are
Let's
loading
see.
onto the rift.
Well, Travis, let's see. Can we expect your jungle plays to go through, or will they be doing what you said, or do they think they're smarter than you?
We'll have to see. But
Um,
both of these junglers are looking to get something done early game. Because neither of them are as useful late game. I mean, Lee Sin could be useful in terms of providing peels for his carries. You can just kick the Mundo away. Whereas Elise, not so much.
having a look in that, but well, it's not like they're playing a protect the cog comp. But in terms of disengage, they have quite a nice thing going. They can kick off players, Jana, ulti, Singe, throw them away, and if worse comes to worse, Ras DP.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are going to have to play out the team fights in this kite back sort of style. Because neither of them have reliable engage or CC. Unless you're looking at like a flash rise, Rune Prison, or a flash fling. Other than that, there's not really much to really start a team fight. Perhaps neither teams are actually getting vision of where the opposing junglers are going to start. They're just doing this classical 5-man spread.
Well, look, teams have played together. They have spent a lot of time together. You said that they would be in each other's heads and already know what the other team would think where they're going to start, what would be expected.
Yeah, I think the mind game's going to be pretty crucial this game. Already he's going to be winning the psychological warfare.
That's
Okay, so we have Lee Sin on the blue buff. And then Lee's obviously going to be matching his pathing, so we're going to be looking at like 3 camps. So Lee Sin's probably going to look at blue, Gromp and red, and then look for either gank, bot, or invade, and Elise will most likely do the same.
so Lee's moving down already, moving towards her
Camp.
So what we're expecting, gank bot lane.
Possibly. I mean, both junglers not necessarily want to touch bot lane, as like if something goes wrong, it really will upset either duo.
Ooh, the damage in top lane though.
Yeah, they're really trading it off there in the top lane.
Guess remains deciding to go hard this time.
I mean, he's got decent sustain with the door and shield, so I think it's fine, and he's passive as well.
But it's not.
Bot lane getting the early pressure in though for Team Legion.
That's. In terms of farm, it seems well matched actually. It's much the exact same.
Yeah, it's
Although
pretty
it is-
equal for the most part.
Even with the bot lane pressure there, not really
I mean, at the
taking
moment,
too much.
I'd say it's kind of neutral. Like, you can see where the wave is. Like, both teams are like have the same number of minions on either side, so it's kind of even.
Ooh,
Not expecting
ooh,
to see much in the bot lane though.
ooh, this going ham early by the
This
Elise.
invades kind of risky by impulse since his lane doesn't have pressure.
Ooh, and that first blood team.
Yeah, it was quite
took the
a
risk.
dodgy invade there by impulse. Because Deadshot can follow up to drive that push-up advantage.
And he gave away his
Double
buffs to
buff.
Rise.
That's pretty big for mid lane.
Especially
That's
this early
really
on. It's
big.
going to make a massive difference in the way
You know
that
what you
they
see?
play.
Look at the damage he's taking from the Raz orders as well, with the red buff slows.
Going to make it just that bit harder for the next minute and a bit for Deadshot in the mid. But look, I have faith in him. He plays well, he plays smart. He's not going to get too much taken back from him. Ooh, but the Elise coming in for another gank, trying to claim back her buff. But no avail, sadly. in the top lane. It looks like Lee
The
Sin's
cleanse
gonna
also
be...
makes it pretty hard for Elise
Yep,
to do
Lee
something
Sin
around that.
coming for a gank there in the top. Oh, no. Like he's just coming towards the Elise. Give her some pains. There it is. Starts to step out. Alright, well. Bot lane, just some basic trading. Nice damage coming off the Lulu.
Yeah, out of the two ability supports, Lulu definitely has the damage early game. We'll have to see what that Janna Blast can actually do, but I'm assuming Lulu's gonna be dictating this lane.
And Remain is gone as well. I'm a bit concerned with his pick of that Mundo. I haven't seen him play it before. I don't really think it's one comfortable pick.
I mean, generally what most teams do is, if you do pick Mundo, they'll definitely punish you before you can actually hit 6, to the point where it's quite hard to actually gank you. So they're definitely doing it now, Team Legion, just like punishing the Mundo 3-6. Might even actually expect a return gank from Legion.
Possible. I don't know,
trading in the bot lane though.
Quality damage going onto the tower. But do you think there would have been a better possible pick that they could have done with the Mundo?
I think there were some options available. I would have liked to have seen the Renekton or the Rumble. Just something that has a bit of pressure in lane, or that can
It's
actually...
still against the Singe though.
Yeah, I think Singed out-pressures Mundo in terms of like clearing waves and what he can offer to skirmishes compared to Mundo.
Coming back up, trying to put some pain on him.
Yeah, he's
Remain
definitely
gets his
looking for a
vision.
return gank
Ooh,
here.
there's the throw. And is it going to be another kill? Yes, it is.
Could be a Playing into Q.
Frenchman's losing the war, mate. The war.
Let's see if he can
Absolute face stomp on LCC,
Oh wow,
failing
this
that.
is definitely going horribly for Prime D.
Well, look, at least the bot lane isn't getting fed.
Oh, they have a 2-0 Singed. And Elise is definitely...
Ooh, but the dead shot coming in, trying to clean up. This is not going to end well.
Possibly. I don't think he can actually get much done here.
Ooh, and just another pointless death on Prime.
Oh, that's a very well executed dive.
Very
for
well
Team
done.
Legion.
I don't know, I'm a bit disappointed with this early start. Looks like they're ending just slightly. Overall
Yeah,
bad
especially
plays.
Elise. Definitely hurts her more than anything else. Like, she'll basically be irrelevant this game now without having a lead and falling behind compared to Lee Sin. Definitely hurts her.
But 8 minutes in and almost a 3k gold lead. That's definitely got to be the absolute Legion.
I mean, the stalling potential for Prime D is there with the Sivir and Corki wave clear. But we'll have to see how they play it.
But they can only stall so far, because you know, once that Singed has got enough health, he can just run under tower, pick them up, throw them out, and they're not gonna have the same level of wave there.
Sure, but I mean, Sivir can lift a spell shield the fling if she's good enough.
Got them skills.
We'll see about that.
Look, it could just be the fact that the Mundo skin is so sexy, Remain keeps getting distracted by it.
So the blue buff handover. So if Deadshot was pretty away, he should be telling his team that his team was like on his blue buff, since they just handed over the blue buff to Raz. It helps other lanes play respectively. So now we can like top lane, for example, or in between this. Classic rule, never chase a Singed.
No, there we go.
Oh,
Was it worth the
package
flash though?
Okay. Flash order.
You reckon it was worth the flash on Corki though? Oh, in the bot side.
I mean, it
Oh,
feels
Trudge
like
taking some damage. The ult comes out from Lulu.
Oh, the bot lane doing pretty heavily, yeah.
And it looks like they came out on top actually. Well, no, they did.
Well, I mean, they got the heal out of Janna, but I mean, she still has the ulti. So it's basically just a summoner for summoner spell.
And Lulu's ulti.
And Lily also, of course.
And you know they gave Lee Sin Drake in as well.
I mean, that was expected though. Lee Sin has a lot more pressure than Elise at the moment. And he has a support of
Going
Raz.
in the jungle. Ooh, is he gonna get caught? Yes, he is. Ooh, nicely executed getting out. Oh no, here comes the Janna. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. And another definite. Oh, ooh.
This is where we get to the bot lane.
Yeah. That was absolute monstrous power there.
Oh, this game's just getting messy.
That was very, very well executed by Team Legion, and they're gonna get the bot side tower with us.
Yeah, they should secure first blood power over here.
That was a power play by them.
They're basically going to be expecting the duo of Team Legion to rotate top. Prime D should most likely match this. And they...
It does remain, yeah, Remain does have his TP up, so it is an option.
We do have TP advantage for Munda though, but I don't think it could actually lead too much. Munda keeping in like what he provides isn't really a threat.
This far behind, this early on.
Yeah, him being behind doesn't help at all.
Everyone in the team behind doesn't help at all. It's going to be, they do want to take back the win, and they are going to have to try and get a very, I don't know, what would they need to be doing in order for them to actually come back from this?
They would just need to be like trading the waves, just trying to take like less deaths, use like less towers and stuff like that at the moment. There's not much they could really do now.
No, but but I feel like
They'd probably
this...
have to wait for the Corki package to try and like force the next play. That's generally what they should be playing for now.
Ooh, but this is going to be another definite Corki under the tower there. What a well executed dive by Singed.
Yeah, the flash with Corki, yeah.
But look, he's playing absolutely power. Type of stuff I expected to see coming out of High Diamond Low Master team. Expects to make the Challenger series coming next.
Yeah, hopefully it's a goal. For next season anyway.
Here comes another tower.
Yeah, there should be an easy tower with just Arda and the Janna shield.
2 towers, 12 minutes,
towers.
9 kills.
They should look for a Herald here and use it to break mid lane.
Would you recommend going for the break mid lane and not, you know, pushing further down one of the other lanes?
I mean, right now I think what they're doing is fine. I think they should really secure Herald while they have the momentum.
I've been expecting Prime to put up a bit more of a fight in this against.
Not exactly a fan of their draft, to be honest.
Well, something that they have to get right, something that they have to figure out.
I mean, I think the Corki was fine. Not necessarily too sure about the Sivir. I'd have liked to have seen either Varus or Cogmore coming out of Tragedy. Me is quite renowned for his Cogmore.
Cogmore is a bit of a beast. Cogmore paired with Lulu, and they play a protector Cog quite nicely.
Yeah.
He pops off with that movement speed.
I mean, the extra range he gets from his W and the dent health damage is, I think, it's a lot better than what Sivir can offer.
Although
seem to
hopefully
just
they'll
pick
learn from
Sivir
their
for
mistakes for the
utility.
next one. Like I said, it is the best of 3 play. They do still have a chance to redeem themselves coming up. Oh, they've still got plenty of time in game to redeem themselves. I just think it's going to be a very difficult fight.
So the team has an advantage already. They need like the hardest sensor race war between Lulu and Janna.
Oh, and it's going to be oh, nicely done. But what was blown for that, though? That's the question.
I think
Nothing.
Corki was, he should just, he was a bit hesitant on the package there. He has to recall now and they lose pressure mid.
Ah, but look, they've decided they're moving to give the Donna that red buff, which is going to make all the difference for her. Actually, all the difference for the game. They're going to, their push ability now is going to be, you know, quite up there.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a bit concerned with where Impulse has been playing. He's been a bit too too aggressive, you know, from their standpoint.
I
So
mean, I
you-
think
you've got-
his invade, his early invade was very unnecessary.
It was a kill that set them back that they didn't need it. Even this.
I mean, double rebuffs on Raza.
Look, their failed flank on thing was nice, but they are going to be losing the tower for this. Hopefully they won't be giving them any kills in addition to it.
With the civil wave, yeah, I think it should be fine. Oh wait, no, I'm completely wrong.
4 people. Oh, and here comes the Herald.
Yeah, the Herald's also quite healthy, so it can get a good chunk of damage onto the tier 2.
No, actually.
Oh wait, they actually managed to kill it.
That's the issue there. I guess that Herald was a bit badly placed. They should have waited for the wave to be cleared, so the Herald charges up and rushes in. Ooh.
I mean, for their gold at the moment, Team Legion can basically do whatever they want. 7k gold in 15 minutes is monstrous.
Thing.
Look at
Right?
the damage on this Tristana already.
Bad plays like what they just did with the Herald there. That's all it takes is a few more of those and for Prime B to capitalize on it, and then they'll get the win back.
I mean, I think for Team Legion to throw away their lead, they literally just have to fountain down them, I'd say.
With their lead at the moment.
Even then, their lead would be fit like...
Ooh. And another nice kill. Doubling their kill count actually.
I mean, it's not just the kills, it's 3 towers, the, you can see the CS discrepancies between the AD carries already, 30 CS.
Yes.
Over server.
Yes, it does. It all makes a difference. It all makes a massive difference. Now pushing down the first of the tier 2s in under 20 minutes. Honestly, if this was one of my ranked games, I'd be telling everyone, guys, we are FFing. But then again, that is why I'm not in plat.
I mean, they do have stalling capabilities, but once this Baron comes up, it's really going to be hard for Prime D. Oh, another pause.
If you were standing over their shoulder right now at Rage, right? The Rage, this was the finals. What would you be telling them to do?
I mean, we just kind of have to salvage and talk about what we can do better in game 2. I think this game's pretty much wrapped up.
But this
At the
thing, so
moment.
would you get them to forfeit, or would you want them to
I mean,
play it out?
definitely not forfeit. You should never ever forfeit in a tournament or a scrum. I mean, for scrims, it's generally to learn. So I mean, they could still try and take something out of this game. But I mean, unfortunately, they are playing with the sub jungler. It isn't their main jungler, who is their shot caller. So I mean, it is quite hard.
Well, look, if things happen in life, have to be dealt with. My concern is, will their jungler be there on the Friday night of Rage?
Oh, it kind of has to be.
Oh, what happens if he wants to go see Joburg again?
I don't know, I suppose I'll have to fill in.
To explain people, the jungler, not from Joburg, he's been out for a week. He forgot about the scrim tonight and decided he was going to go out and explore the Joburg life.
Yeah, it is quite unfortunate.
But because what, he's off tilt recently, playing very well. I think had they had the right jungler here, it would have made a massive difference to.
I mean, I think psychologically for Prime D it would have been a lot better. Since they have been playing with him for most of the year and he is the main shot caller in the early stages of the game.
Even, you know, just having that bomb dropped on them 10 minutes before a game, you guys, sorry, I'm not going to be able to play. Really?
Yeah, that definitely doesn't help the situation. Anyway, going back to the game, so as you can see, Team Legion securing down deep vision for their rotations in the top side jungle, and they're definitely looking at the Baron now in the next few minutes.
But could you expect to see a cheeky 20-minute Baron?
I think they have the gold lead to do it, or at least get control of the area and just suffocate the vision of Prime D, so they'd be forced to face check it. harder for the Civ to win. They're good flash for Civ.
What was all done? I don't know.
Flank, good package play.
Don't know if I
know
would
if
have
this
agreed
one's-
with that Lulu ulti. I think it was a bit too
Bigger happy.
yeah. I guess at this stage in the game they just want to be giving them more kills. Even though you know it's not the kills which make the game, it's the towers and everything. Kills play a massive psychological role when it comes to how the people are dying or playing, you know. Coming into a game, you know, having 5-6 deaths early on, that's gotta be draining on someone. Doesn't matter who you are.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
Hopefully they'll get some vision going up around Baron so they could maybe delay the Baron, try intercept it, get that cheeky jump over the wall steal going.
Tristana is also nearly close to her static shiv at the moment, so she'll be definitely online after those 2 items, i.e. static shiv.
That is true. But only with her essence reaver so far. What's still lacking before she can hit a power spike?
So Sivir needs Essence Reaver, a seal item, whether it's Static Shiv, Phantom Dancer, or Rapid Fire, and then an IE to actually come online. 'Cause that's when you want to look for the ricochets in those late game team fights. Whereas Tristana comes on full. I mean, she'll still get really strong at 3 items.
20
but
minutes
she does
straight into the Baron pit.
better damage at 3 items. Yeah, so he has a 20-minute Baron. Yeah, Prime D can't even actually. They should rather just push up their waves, just to like delay the use of Baron.
That is true.
Giving out the vision. That's what
Having
they should be trading this for.
Impulse in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is going to be another kill for Legion.
Bought out.
Playing absolutely. They're playing like absolute power. Everything smooth, everything concise, everything power. Type of stuff I expect to see coming out of a team of their caliber. Absolutely unreal. It just goes to show you know.
I mean, they also are quite a relatively new team as well. The top laner he's only been on the team for about 2 weeks now, I'd say.
But the fact is, you know, when you're playing with guys at a high level, you know, Diamond 1s, Master Tiers, Diamond 2s, it is all about, you know, if you mesh with your team, it's going to be a lot easier for you to...
Yeah, synergy is definitely important, even over mechanics. You can always find a better player, but to find someone who meshes with the team very well.
That's why we're always trying to be bot lane. Even though mechanically, you know, they're there, they may not be the top in the country. But the sheer synergy between those two...
I mean, being friends outside the game helps a lot with that.
They've been friends for years, varsity friends, help each other in school.
Yeah.
Really, that type of synergy isn't something that you just come across. Not the type of thing that you can teach, that you can throw 5 people together and try and get out of them.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
also...
most likely looking for the bot tier 2. That's the next objective for Team Legion, and the drag that's about to spawn. And then the mid and head. See how much of Baron they actually have left, so it's just over halfway.
They've managed to what? They've given up 2 towers with the 1 tower. What am I saying? With the enemy's Baron.
The gold lead at this point is just monstrous. 11k in 22 minutes. There's really not much Prime D can do here.
We say that, but I remember almost half a year ago, Prime D's last scrimmage against Zoku, 20k gold lead against Suzuki Zoku, calling themselves out of the mud. Pretty good team fights going for the win.
Yeah, I mean, but Team Legion's a team that knows how to use the resources that are given to them.
That is really a major issue, you know. Taking the tower,
that's the
cut the steed, now what? Team Legion's no longer now what, it's okay, next step.
Yeah, they're looking at wrapping this game up.
That was a very, very well-timed package by Liam, it really made the difference. Got some very nice damage going in, but at this stage, there's only so much they can do. There really is. How long do you, in your opinion, how long would it take to
I would say
wrap this up?
if Prime DM maybe tried, they probably have about 5 minutes left. They're just gonna look to pressure bot lane now, waiting for the minions to pressure the top and mid.
Tower, you know, pull the resources away, go for the tower. Base completely shattered. Then it's pretty much, you know, pull back and go for one last team fight.
I mean, they could just
The Lee Sin, not in the best position. Here they come, they're coming ready, they're gonna be... I don't think there's really anything they can do to stop them getting this tower. This Tristana just completely naturally eating away at it. No bombs needed. Just pew pew pew. Gone. Whoa. Like, in absolutely... Ooh! Ooh, that damage coming in from Tristana there on the core.
massive damage.
Deep coming in from the sting. Ooh, ooh, and that's gonna be another death.
This is gonna be
this will be it.
possible fling onto Ever's focus.
No, that's it.
Yeah, this game is pretty much wrapped up.
There's no coming, there's no way, there's no turnaround for this. All we gotta do is just turn back, focus that tower, and that's it, it's over. And that's that. First game over to Legion. We're gonna take a bit of a break. Everyone grab yourself something to drink at the bathroom. We'll be back in just a minute.
Guessing.
Can I break this hold from you? It would mean everything to me if I do. Tired of hearing excuses you're making. Future is set, it is mine for the taking. Spending all my time living I've made up. I need to wake up. Holding my breath until you're gone. Anywhere that is far from you. You only wanted me to fade on. Oh, I'm this way because of you. Fought every day to overcome despite you. Wake up. Wake up. Tired of hearing excuses you're making. Future is set, it is mine for the taking. Spending all my time living I've made up. I need to wake up.
for this. This one part, this one third, I've always
Alrighty.
missed. No, just don't let it. What is happening? Someone just dropped. Okay, back to music. It was me who ran away.
Oh, I can't forget myself. The piece that I'm missing, it kills me inside. I need help, oh please give me back. This one part, this one third, I'm sorry I lost it. No, I let my weapons fall. I'm drowning in the fears, and now I know that I will fall again and let it go, but I can't stop to run away. To run away. Run away, run away, run away, run away.
Microphone activated.
Alright guys, so
Microphone
kicking off
muted.
to game 2. So you see Prime D drawing out the Respect Singe ban. Then Team Legion banning out the Galio. There's the Janet ban. I think the Janet ban just ruins their playstyle. I mean, the Janet just ruins their playstyle in general.
True, that's
They
true,
like to
that's
go
true.
for these engaged teamfight comps, and Janet's really good against that.
Well, look, after the spectacular performance and complete and utter pub stomp by Legion, what type of comp are you expecting to see coming out of Prime D to try and recover the win for the second game?
I mean, I'm expecting them to put Romain, the top laner, on a carry champion or a champion that has pressure, because he generally thrives on those kinds of champions. Like, putting him on a tank is not really ideal for them, especially
Was very
with how they
questionable,
like
that
to
play. Ooh, and the Lee Sin Respect ban.
Let me get in there.
Ban on the Tristana. Right, so with that ban on Tristana coming up, ooh, there we go, the expected Caitlyn pick coming out.
She just got buffed this patch as well. So, I mean, it's quite unsure of exactly how well she fits in, but she's really strong in my opinion at the moment. Especially at the sieging capabilities.
But also considering, ooh,
The Callista ban. I'm expecting a Callista Alistair or a Callista Thresh from Legion.
so considering the, yeah, there's the Thresh. Considering Legion's bot lane's pretty much an unholy god on Caitlyn. Taking it away from her, regardless of the definitive position of where she stands in the meta after the current buffs she's received. Definitely
That's
a good
true.
pick.
There are other picks that could probably stand toe to toe. Like the Cogmore. Callista is also very good, especially the Callista Thresh lane.
Issue is that
So Maokai is
range.
a potential flex pack.
Maokai as a jungle is gonna
Okay, so
There
you
it is.
definitely know that's going to be a Kennen top and Maokai jungle. I mean, it could most likely be Kennen mid for all we know, but I think it's safe to say it's going top lane.
having seen Romain on a cannon before and seen him machine gun cannon.
Little turret.
I recommend skipping.
I suspect that this is going to be a very
So Prime D should be looking at banning out top laners or mids at this point. So I'm assuming they're going to ban Orianna because Team Legion has the option to first pick it on their
the
next pick,
Syndra.
along with Syndra. Unless they're fine leaving Ori open and possibly
Look,
picking
maybe they leave it open
some
and
sort of counter into it.
Deadshot finally gets it.
I don't think so. I think Team Legion will pick it away if they don't ban it, yeah.
Well, look, considering I didn't get the chance to take a look at Deadshot's match history, but I don't think he gets the opportunity to play Orianna as much as he would like, which means it's possible that they don't know that that's what he needs to do. Oh, here it is. This is the opportunity.
Let's see whether or not Team Legion prioritizes it. I mean, it would make sense. She is one of the best blind pick mids, and they could secure a counter matchup top lane. Or, I mean, they already know it's getting top, but... Oh,
Ooh.
the Lucian mid.
I think Deadshot's dream has just come true.
Really, I wouldn't say equal, but it does slightly favor Lucian, is the Corki. Lucian generally has a lot more pressure than Corki early game, but Corki obviously outscales Lucian.
Would the Corki fit into this present team that they look like they're having? A Zed.
Oh, he's gonna take it to them with the Zed pick. I'm not sure about that one. Generally with Zeds, it's quite easy to shut them down in like late game team fights.
I don't know, I think he should have gone for that Orianna, hey?
I think Ori was the best option, especially in combo with the Maokai and the Kennen ulti.
The only concern there would have been how heavy AP their team would be. So having that.
Sure. Oh, there's the Rumble pick. So both.
Both?
Let's just see if he locks in. Just waiting. Yes, it is Rumble top. Okay. So I mean, both teams have decent team fight capabilities. I personally prefer Team Legion's composition overall. The two sustained damage dealers with the Sejuani and Rumble combo, I think is pretty strong. Whereas if Kennen and Maokai can get onto the carries, I think they can just wipe them off the map.
Well, look, I'm a lot happier to see remain on a more of a high pressure top laner. I think it's going to, even up against Rumble, I think it's going to make a massive difference.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
damage.
I think Rumble still has more pressure than Kennen early game, just because you can just shove him in. I mean, most Rumbles just shove you in all game.
But thinking about it, Tom's performance, how does he normally fare against Cannon?
I know it's his Achilles heel. He hates playing against it personally, from what I've been told. But we'll see how he does. I'm sure he's prepared something for it.
Look, always a possibility that, you know, he spent the last 3 days in hiding, practicing against the world's greatest cannons. And there's also very possibly he's decided, nah, no one's ever going to pick Kennen against me.
I somehow doubt that.
Yeah, for sure. And now he's sitting there crying into his mouse pad going, why, oh why did I not learn how to fight a cannon?
I mean, I know their coach has time to prepare something against Kennen players, so yeah, let's see how it goes.
But like, would he have had enough time to get it ready?
I know Tom, as a player, he puts in a lot of work into this game, so he'll generally like, for example, if you're his coach and you ask him, Tom, I want you to practice Renekton, Kennen, Rumble for this week. He's the kind of guy that asks, okay, how many games each would you like? 20? Like, you'd start off on 20. But it just shows in the amount of work that he puts into whatever you tell him to play.
Look, but that's one of the reasons why, you know, he is the top laner for at the moment. Even though he's new, when someone comes in and they've got the right attitude and they've got the dedication, they've got the drive and will to do what they want to do, it makes it a lot easier having that transition.
I mean, just those qualities alone, apart from him being a very solid player, got him the position on the team. Because he meshes well with the other players. Tom as well, if you ever get into a conversation with him, he's a very meme kind of guy. Yeah, he likes throwing in his jokes and...
That's true. Look, it's always good to have some quality banter going on during a game, you know, lighten it up when things get dark.
Yeah, no, for
Something that you need, eh?
I mean, even between the two teams, I know they're like been playing with each other quite a lot, like playing flex games together. So they're also like quite well acquainted.
So that's the best part, because they can come away from a scrim like this, and there won't be bad blood between them. They won't be sitting there thinking, "Oh, screw them for, you know, beating me." They'll be like, "Oh, nice, we've learned something. See you Oaks next week, or see you Oaks after this for the flex."
Most likely after the game, they'll like go on one TS and just chat about the game and what like options they could have taken or what other possibilities there were.
Look, that's the type of stuff that makes a difference. That's the type of stuff which is going to get Prime D playing better, and it's going to get Legion playing better. Being able to sit back after a game and chat to the other team and be like, "Look, you beat us, you smashed us. What is it that we're doing wrong, and how do we make sure not to do that again?"
I mean, yeah. I mean, sure,
like, you know, for starters, definitely not feeding double buffs in the mid lane straight away. That's
generally a big no-no. I mean, no games ever go.
Well, look, they've changed out the jungler for this game, bringing in Demon Lord, a favored sub for Prime D. He played with them a lot, helped out a lot when their present jungler was having troubles with internet, would fall for them.
Yeah, no, he's been playing with the team for... He's played like quite a few games with the team, so he knows how
So
they
at least there will be
operate.
some more synergy to it, and also, you know,
One
just
thing
make...
I was unsure about, whether or not this would be AP or AD cannon, and with the mastery that Romain has chosen,
Yeah.
definitely going AP.
Do you agree with that pick up? Do you?
I think it's very good, because...
I think going into the enemy team, it's the right choice to make.
I mean, you still have decent damage with AP cannon. I mean, AD cannon. His base stats are pretty good on his abilities, but I think the chance to actually wipe out a carry or two with cannon is really, really good, especially if he's building AP. I think it would like similar.
Look, I think, you know, full build if it gets to late game enough, full build, pops his ulti and his Zonias, the rest of them all in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's it.
I mean, not necessarily. I think cannon's online after Hextech Protobelt and Zonia's. He can dish out. He can dish out a lot of damage. Those two items, and Slork shoes as well, obviously.
Oh, look, are we going to be having the standard pause now, or are we in luck? Let's wait for the game to go online.
I mean, one thing though of Team Legion is that 3 of their champions have 1 item power spike. So if you're looking at Rumble, he spikes pretty hard at Leandry's and Slork shoes, even at Haunting Guys and Slork shoes actually. Lucian sparks really hard at Blade of the Ruin King, and so does Callista. They're ready to team fight then, so you could be expecting like these early dragon fights for Team Legion. They'd definitely be wanting to contest those objectives.
But having a look at Prime D, even if they have what looks like it's a 2 item power spike on most
Yeah,
items.
you generally want to get Shiv and IE on Caitlyn, and then obviously Protobelt and
Romain
Sonya's on Cannon. Oh,
was
Romain
not
got out of
paying
position,
attention.
yeah. This could
Early
be
death to Romain.
This is a first blood.
Romain was just not looking at the screen when that happened.
First blood went to Rumble as well, so that's definitely gonna be a nuisance to deal with.
Well, look, there's
Having
worse
that
things that
extra
could happen.
health from the... I'm assuming you'd get a health crystal at the moment. With this 400 gold. Yeah, there we go. So having an extra health to deal with and cut through is pretty obnoxious.
Look, he just now has to sit back and...
I mean, the good thing is he didn't burn any summoner spells, so I mean...
Which in that situation was definitely the right move to make.
I mean, I think he could have flashed the hook, but I'm not sure if Sejuani would have just flashed for the W on him.
Then it would be, you know,
Yep,
still be down. Well, look, it's fine. Stuff like that
I
happens.
think he could have gotten out if he flashed the initial hook. But I mean... Yeah, it's first blood. I mean, it's not the end of the world at the moment. Still has his summoners, still has TP flash. Still look to make
got
things
his
happen.
mad game skills to sustain himself in lane. Ooh, Demon Lord going straight for that lateral jungle, straight towards their blue buff.
Yeah, so he's looking at for a vertical jungle, yeah. See, Team Legion actually doesn't have vision of this. So they're very unsure of this path that he's taking.
But some damage coming down in bot lane.
We could see a potential gank bot lane as well from the Maokai. Oh, so they did ping the blue buff is still up. So they could assume that Maokai went for a vertical jungle.
Ooh, and that's going to be another kill in the bot lane.
Oh, not respecting the level 2 out of Thresh and Callista. Solution just warding the blue buff, so... I don't think Sejuani will be able to secure it, she will be 3 buff.
Look, he's still going to go for it. There's no way Sejuani's going to be able to do anything for it. She's still going to have to go and check her buff. It's very possible they assumed he was doing a full clear of the bot side.
I mean, generally, if you know that the jungler will be starting the opposite side compared to you, you should ward the respective buffs, just so you don't get debuffed in this case.
Cool. Got the vision on Maokai, Lucian catching him out in the river. Ah,
Yeah, he's
just a
definitely
bit of
spotted out there, just butting heads there.
Maybe not letting that first blood get him down.
If But if Sejuani actually counted the Maokai CS, they would know, okay, he took red, he took our blue, and obviously his blue. So they obviously know which
Walk
camps are
straight
still
into
up.
that hook.
Oh, there's the level 2 Thresh bro. Got the flash, I'd have said.
That Ghost Thresh is definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I would suggest not leaving it open.
But at the same time, I'm not really sure about Tilt's ability on a Thresh. I know he does spend a lot of time practicing landing hooks and failing at it.
I mean, it's his most played, so I mean, it's
Is
nothing
it?
too much. It is his most played champion this season, if you look on his OPGG. He has
Ooh.
the Sejuani gang proccing the passive, this should be a kill.
Is an absolute tragedy. Look, they're not giving the kills away this time. The plays are decent that are coming out.
I mean, they do have to work a lot harder for these kills now in this game.
Yeah. Well, look, personally, I think this is going to be a lot more of an interesting game to watch. I don't think it's going to be the complete and utter face stomp that we saw in the previous game. I think in this case,
I don't want to speak too soon, but it's looking like it's going to go in the direction of game 1. I mean, look at the wave that Lucian just lost mid lane. I mean, that they just lost mid lane.
that's true, but
He's
look,
level 4 to level 5, I think. The Lucian is a
Ooh,
full
and
level on top of Zed.
that
Or-
insanely
or-
massive hitbox.
Oh, Caitlyn getting caught out there. That's looking too bad.
Oh no, it's still going to be a definite
Oh, the
game.
Ignite's going down. I think the trap was mistimed there by Caitlyn. She should have placed the trap on the...
Well, look, I think that was a fair enough trade in
Oh,
all
wow, that-
honesty.
Oh,
Giving
that's
that,
unfortunate. Okay, so it's a 1-for-1. Both supports getting the kill as well.
that's true.
Remain getting bullied, yeah. But he does still have his TP, so he'll be fine.
Look, in terms of the CS difference, look, there is already a sort of 18 CS difference in bot lane. Mid lane, there's a 10 CS. Maokai's holding his own there.
I mean, the 10 CS discrepancy mid lane was kind of expected after this Sejuani gang.
That's true. And he did lose out on a bit of a fat wave there.
Yeah, that was easily about 11 minions. Between
Ooh, nice dodge on Trudge there.
sidestepping the hook.
Yeah, that was very, very well.
We'll see
On
they...
Ooh, this is
Comet
Wadi.
does have to come down. This
Oh,
is
no,
a pretty fat
yes,
wave. If
this
they
is
catch a
gonna-
hook on him, yeah, they can
There's
really
just so
punch him
much
out.
going on, my screen can't decide where it wants to go. Death on Tilt. Another kill on the support. 3-0 Thresh. I think at this stage he should just build a static ship and claim himself the ADC. What do you rate?
I mean, what you're going to be looking now is probably like a Moby boot rush and looking to snowball his lead into mid lane. Possibly top as well. Oh, these Zed don't really not accomplishing much over there. Possible dive to Caitlyn or...
Ooh, remains damage coming out of the top lane. Once again, remain Mikhail getting frozen, walking off though nice and clean before the Lucian can do anything against him. Ooh, remains ulti coming in, trade to ult for ult, and remain secures the kill in the top lane.
Oh, very well played. I mean, that's coming in from the...
From that Hextech item that's just come up.
Yeah, the Hextech Revolver offers a lot of damage. And this will be a wave that Rumble will be missing out on. He should be pushing this in. Probably see Sejuani catching that wave, since he doesn't have TP up.
Those are the type of plays I like to see coming off of Prime D's French God.
I mean, if they do hopes to win, Kennen is the answer that they're looking for with this AoE.
Like, the fact of the matter is, provided other lanes don't fall too far behind, they don't feed the Callista. I read they can keep feeding.
Hook
Thresh.
goes wide there.
Nothing like an old-fashioned misclick.
I mean, the vision from Prime D is pretty decent around the bot side of the map. compared to Team Legion. They're definitely feeling safe, yeah.
But knowing, ooh, I know, I was a bit concerned there about the placement. Ooh, and there's the hook. Flash out, wasted ulti, thrown in. Is she going to get enough damage on the Thresh? Take the kill, but it is going to be a death on Trudge. No, never mind. I think Trudge might be able to walk out if he uses the skill.
Kalista
In the
could
top
be in
lane,
trouble, yeah, actually.
enough
Karma
damage
does have
to
a
take
lot of
out
damage.
the Rumble. Some absolutely beautiful plays. Ooh, but still Caitlyn not
Dead hat
respecting that
makes
Sejuani
it
ult.
as well. It's the flash, that's the kill. Well executed. But he will lose some damage onto his mid lane though.
True, but look, kills are going in the wrong spot in my opinion.
I mean, that situation, it's unavoidable. I mean, you don't necessarily want to risk like your own death for trying to like put the kill on your carry. Rather just secure it. There's a discrepancy between the lanes though. It's about a 15 CS advantage for Kalista and then a 17 CS 18 now for Lucian. Oh, now it's going to be 20.
Grabbers, I think you're sitting a bit behind on the time log.
I think so as well.
Oh, it's fine. It just means you're all in. Oh, ooh, Tilty. Ooh, nice flash, but is he going to manage to get away from the Sejuani in time?
Funny.
Nope.
Fresh good run by them actually.
But that is a death on...
I mean, the flash is in the wrong direction. They need a flash towards your side of the map. They should secure the Kalista. And this
in the wrong
good
place
dragon.
at the wrong time, trying to get the vision in. And that's going to be a Drake for Legion.
Team Legion,
Look,
yeah. Not the
water,
best
it's
of
Ocean
Drakes,
Drake.
but we'll take a free objective.
Ooh, but this is probably going to be a kill on Tragedy. He came in hard. Yeah. He knew he wasn't in a safe position. He should have been a bit more careful with what was going on there. He knew that they had taken Drake. He knew that they would be that side.
I mean, he knew Karma was dead anyway. He should have just backed off instead of the tower. I mean, he probably could have pushed it out quicker, but
Also, I think he did run the wrong way.
yeah.
Understand, especially comes into consideration when you have to think, oh, do I need to outplay the Thresh? Ooh, here comes the 3-man gang top lane taking out the Rumble. That is a death on Rumble. Will they be able to get the tower or the Sejuani with 3 of them top lane?
I mean, just simply abusing the flash cooldown of Rumble over there.
Ooh, Zed's coming mid. I think this may very well be a gank. Very powerful gank on the...
I mean, he is
Mid lane
pretty
and
tanky
Lucian.
at the moment with Phage and Kindleton. Especially as Zed having no ulti. I think it would be a bit ambitious to look for this. Ronnie taking a lot of damage though.
Look,
I mean,
Caitlin's
having
in the wrong place still once again. I'm very concerned she's going to get caught up there in the bot lane.
yeah, she should just respectfully back off, yeah.
A
Oh, good
death on
sidestep
Remain.
from Remain. Unlucky gets hit by the Sedge ult, and there should be a kill.
Yeah,
Onto
once
the
again,
Rumble.
Not respecting the bot lane prowess and getting killed.
I mean, if you look at the vision, he had top side. He had no vision of the tri-bush area leading into the top bottom brush.
He really needs to. He needs to respect them more. Like, I understand he is managing well, but now the kills are going on to the Kalista, and this is where the issue starts. Which, look, she's almost at her first item net. She's gonna pop off for a bit.
Yeah, she's nearly up there. And this is first blood tower. She should have it after this.
Yeah, she's gonna
We'll be
back
seeing
it.
the
She's gonna get
duo
it.
again rotate top side. Rumble heading towards bot. Or looking for a mid lane play with the ulti.
Is Romain going to be able to get the tower before they arrive in lane though? That's the
I
real
don't think
question there.
he'll be able to. I mean, if he does, I think they should be able to catch him out.
Respectfully backing off, knowing that the damage that can come out of these guys going to be...
Yeah.
There's damage that can come out of that Callista. Look, this game is a lot closer than it was previously at this thing. Personally, I think it's still a bit too early to call who's going to win this, eh?
I mean, having a 5k gold lead at 14 minutes, it's nothing to really look past.
I know, I understand that, but at the same time, when you compare it to where it was before...
Yeah, but they still got a lot of work to do just to remain even as...
Ooh, dead shot caught out in the wrong space at the wrong time. Going for that damage on the... Look, well, this is what they come to about. Are they going to manage to clean up with this, or they're just going to have to... Well, look, I think they'll get the tower for this, honestly.
Yeah, there should be a tower secured.
But in the bot lane, Rumble just pushing...
Really pushing tier 2.
Pretty much free farming.
I mean, they could just...
Oh, and that Keelan's going to be dead for that. Oh no, never mind. Managed to get out. Maokai setting off his ult to back them off, but still that turret.
Romain recalling on a ward. Oh, the heal from Caitlyn comes out.
And they lose tier 2 for that play. Oh no, just enough.
They'll definitely lose Herald and possibly a mid.
I don't know, I think Mikkel's got some ideas. That may or may not involve him. He's decided that that's a bad idea, let me just let them have it. So where do you expect them to let off that Herald?
Most likely, I would say top lane, or they could save it and look to break a tier 2 once they get a pick with Thresh. I mean, there's no really rush to use it at the moment.
Look, the Callista's got a... Ooh! That was power. If only he had his Zonias. That would have been
Hiku landing these hooks this game.
Look, Hiku's an absolute monster on Thresh.
Yeah, this is, again, likely his most played.
Death on Deadshot.
Deadshot taking a lot of damage. I guess the Dustblade proc doesn't lead to much. Could see the Rumble will come out of here.
No, never mind. Rumble uses a flash and an ulti to get nothing.
Flash Shadow said.
Dead Shadow stepping out.
I think he gets out.
Oh, that ulti! They just went ham.
Well, Karma definitely quite a position there.
Oh, that was tragic. What just occurred there in the mid lane? 2 kills not needed to be given. A play that didn't need to be made. Oh look, the Keenan's still in a good position with that. I'm not sure how I feel about the guy's second item.
I mean, no, it's definitely fine. I mean, he needs the extra pen. Looking to either like quickly take out one of the carries.
They're gonna be losing a tower in the top lane though for this.
And he has a kill on.
And that's a big kill.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Now that gold lead becoming more and more prominent. The 7 with almost an 8k gold lead.
I mean, one thing you need to look at is that Team Legion's Baron potential at 20 minutes is pretty good, especially with Callista. She's very good at objective control. with the Ren stacking up.
Honestly, I'm most impressed by that 707 Thresh. He's the real MVP, the real carry of this match right now, eh?
Definitely. So I mean, he has like a 90+% kill participation.
Look, having a look at
Definitely the highest
the
in the team.
CS differences at the moment. Bot lane falling majorly behind with a 50 CS difference. Top lane keeping close 10 CS. Same with the jungles, also only an 8 CS difference. Mid lane with a 20 CS difference. It's bad, but I've seen worse.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Caitlyn's definitely
Ooh.
set far back this game.
Dead is in the wrong place at the moment. Luckily they decide not to all collapse on him. But then again, it is always a bit difficult to collapse on Zed with his Shadow Walk.
I think it was a good call. I mean, they have no vision of what's going on in the jungle, so it's safer just not take those fights.
They're gonna go now take this Wind Drake. Have 2 Drakes up on Prime D. Just hit the 20-minute mark, the Baron's coming up. Can we expect to see a play coming within the next 5 minutes?
I would say so. Like I said previously, that their Baron potential is really, really good for Team Legion. I mean, Lucian with Blade, or once he gets Blade, and Kalista with Rend and Blade, it can go down pretty quickly.
Well, look.
Fortunately for Prime D, they don't have any Mountain Drakes to
speed up the
amplify
process.
that effect, yeah.
Well, look, they're starting to clear the vision of the pit. Getting ready for prepping for the Baron, I think.
I mean, sadly, unless they get a good cannon ult off, coupled with a good Maokai ulti, I don't think they can really look at Baron. Like that's their chances of it right now.
Well, look, if they catch them out in the Baron pit, 5-man ulti from Maokai and from Kennen,
Yeah,
that can really change the tides of this
The
game.
only issue is that Team Legion already have 2 Knights files built up, and the potential locket coming out of Thresh is definitely gonna make Kennen's life a lot harder.
Well, look, they're gonna go for it now.
Yeah, I think they're just choking out the vision of the area at the moment.
Nope, going straight out of it. Look, Kennen coming in. Oh no, this is just a bait.
Yeah, they're just suffocating the vision.
No.
They're gonna have to turn on them once they come. Getting the Ren stacks built up, that's a catch onto Cannon. Not gonna take the hook.
Look, they didn't get the Baron.
I mean, they did delay the...
They got the cleanse, they got the flash off the Sejuani and the cleanse off the Lucian.
I mean, they definitely did delay the Baron though for Team Legion. Some key ultimates burnt there. Fortunately, they didn't get much with the cannon flash. That's quite actually a big cooldown to waste is the flash.
Personally, I don't know if I would have agreed with him flashing after the Lucian though.
Oh no.
Like,
Definitely.
he had 3 prime targets right in front of him.
I mean, flash forced on the Kalista.
Well, look, they still get a kill off Omni Kalista here, but at what cost?
Me at the moment is 1-for-1 support for AD carry, 2-for-1 in favor of Team Legion.
And they're gonna get this tower. No, maybe not.
Yeah, at the moment, Caitlyn just tickles Sejuani in bed.
No, you're in the wrong place. Oh, that was just greedy. But that was a wasted ult by Sejuani. It looks like they're resetting the lanes for this Baron push. They're going to wait for the fat minion waves to push out and then go for it.
Yeah, they're just going to be resetting their side lanes and looking for the objective again.
Well, look, the game has definitely been a lot more close than the previous game.
I mean, at this stage, last game, Team Legion were on the nibs already.
This goes to show that, you know, a lot of it does come down to, you know, picking the right champs, having the right team comp going, having that synergy, which personally I felt that they completely and utterly lacked with their jungler in the previous game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Caitlyn still has a lot to purchase before she's actually relevant again. I mean, I think once she has IE static Last Whisper, she'll
Look,
be
they're up and ready for everything. Romain getting caught out, blowing his ulti for no reason. No damage coming out of Romain. Gonna be another death from Maokai. This is gonna just be a free.
That's a very, very big cooldown. This
That's
should be a
gonna
free
be a free Baron. Yep.
Thresh is legend.
8-0 and 9 Thresh.
Eco definitely playing for the KDA.
Mate, he's the carrier of the team. It just goes to show you we really are in a tank meta.
Where the tanks are the new assassins.
And there's nothing tankier than a support. Oh, well look.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
It's not over yet. Personally, I think Pandy can still maybe make some plays, try to bring it back, but it's going to be a very, very difficult road for them here.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely a better performance by them this game
pretty
than the
much
previous
wrapped up
one.
already. Once they use the Baron to break open the base of Prime D. I mean, what options do you have there?
Oh look, Baron's still up for quite a while. They can go turtle, try hold everything off, wait it up, but that can only last for so long.
Difference is though, compared to their last comp, Team Legion can actually force the objectives with the Sejuani diving in with the Rumble ulti to couple that, and the Callista
Look,
engage.
they're definitely gonna go for this Drake now. Mikkel definitely in the wrong place at the moment, in my personal opinion. I don't think they'll be able to fight for it, to compete for this Drake. Actually, maybe all their ultis are up. So
The dragon.
I mean, is the risk worth the reward?
I'm not at this stage in the game.
That's what you gotta look
They're
at.
going in for the damage, but the cleanse.
I mean, it's also quite hard to steal away a neutral from Callista.
Oh, look.
They're
I think
just getting
after seeing that damage difference between the Zen and between the
Lucian, yeah. This game pretty much tells you how it's going.
Look, it was definitely a better performance by Prime. It goes to show that, you know, they are improving game to game. I think that Legion wasn't playing worse this game. They're playing at the same standard that they were before the game. What's your opinion on that?
I mean, like, it's quite unfortunate they're not playing with
Ooh,
their
but this could be the
starting roster.
turnaround.
That
actually.
cannon ulti was massive though. That's what I'm talking about. Wow,
Let's see, it's
Prime D
those kind of
actually
plays.
possibly turning this one around.
It's those kind of plays that make the difference.
That's a 3 for 0.
And there's going to be the death of the Lucian over here. Zed will, sadly Zed not making out of that one. But these are the type of plays that make a difference. You get two more plays like this, and Prime D can walk away with the win.
I mean, when Kane gets more items, he just becomes that much more of a threat.
Look,
I mean,
he's
what's
both-
happening to Callista will be happening a lot quicker.
Look, it looks like he's getting ready for that.
What the
Well, that's
Sejuani
on,
is going to
yes.
have to build to kind of counteract the cannon damage is the Locket Stone Plate combination, where you use the Stone Plate before you activate the Locket for a 2k shield in some cases.
Look, I don't think
But
he's
again,
going
I
in.
mean, they're
I
gonna
don't think
try
he's
to
going
get
in there to
the
kill the
line.
Sejuani. I think he
mean-
gets the kill on the Callista, he gets the kill on the Rumble. Zed cleans up with the Lucian.
The shield goes to the Lucian and the Callista. So it's a 2k damage shield for everyone in the area.
So then it's just about waiting it out in the fight.
Yeah, but if it's well timed. Can really
No, that's
do
for sure.
things.
Look. In games like that, it all comes down to macro play. Wasting, it's like then once again wasting his ulti on just the Sejuani.
That's a very good Rumble ulti coming out of
And this is going to be
This game
This is gonna
looks
be
like
the-
it's about to be wrapped up.
yeah. This is going to be the face breaker. Another kill. Another death for Karma.
Flash is coming out, Flash will connect.
Right, there we go. Here comes the second turret. And
Second
looks
will
like
connect.
that's going to be that, eh?
Yeah, well played from Team Legion.
What
Unlucky
an
from B.
absolutely power game coming out from Team Legion. On behalf of myself, Travis, and our production manager, Hard Rock, it has been an absolute pleasure to cast for you guys today.
We
Thank
wish
you
you
and
a
good
good
night.
night.
User disconnected from your channel.
So, what's your rate, Hard Rock?
Microphone activated.
Actually, no, can I come back to talk to you? I just want to go speak to the team. It was fucking nice, mate. I liked it. Well, look, that second game turnaround was unreal on the guys, in my opinion. Well, thing is, look, that's before the boot camp. They still have another week now before they hit Rage,
Okay.
which is going to be absolutely unreal this year.
I think
Yes,
I think
gaming doing the
competition
relaunch.
definitely picked up. What are your predictions for Razor? So, who do you think top 3 teams from third to first?
Third to first. You asked me things, right? Because
It's quite a tough bracket.
it's quite a tough bracket. Look, if I'm going to have to give my honest opinion on the top 3, I can't put them in positions just yet. Royalty and VXP.
Royalty and VXP. Okay, which one? Goon Squad or Oathbreakers? Obviously.
No, Goon
Oathbreakers.
Squad.
Goon Squad.
Wait, I might be wrong. I might be having...
Baboon Squad and Oathbreakers. Is
No,
two royalties.
Oathbreakers.
Target's
Yeah.
Target.
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 Yeah, Target's going to be up there.
Okay, okay. Goon Squad and Royalty and third team.
Look, it could very well be Ian.
Okay.
It could also very well be Prime D.
What about Baboon Squad? Mr. Knott's new team.
Look, it's still a possibility, but
You're not
from where
feeling it.
I'm not feeling it.
I
Hey?
must say, after watching Prime D's performance now, I think they definitely stand a shot in this race. I haven't seen them play before this, but I was definitely impressed by their player, especially their top laner.
Ooh, so that's Remain. That's the hidden secret. So
That's the
Remain.
hidden secret was. Do you think it was a bit of a mistake to bring out the cannon tonight, or do you think it's just there's a lot in it?
Nah, they haven't seen anything with Remain.
Haven't they seen anything yet? Okay.
So Remain joined their team back start of the year when they. Remain joined the team originally when there was still a team called Jericho. He was recruited into that team, along with Robert Patricio, Travis, who we casted with tonight, myself, and I can't remember who else it was. It doesn't matter. And they played well, but look, not the best jungler was holding them back. Travis wasn't the best ADC at the time, was holding them back. And then there was a bit of an issue that happened with at the Prime D at the time, where suddenly they were 3 players short.
Sure. And,
So what-
I'm correct in saying their jungler was not on tonight. Their main
Yeah,
jungler.
so the main jungler wasn't on tonight. There was a bit of a mix-up that occurred. It happens. Look, personally, I don't think it's going to really change much. I think they would have played a lot better though tonight. Had they had their jungler with them.
Playing with a foreigner in your team, you could say.
Fair. So what happened was after there was the issue with 3 players missing, I along with Prime T decided, look, I'm not going to be playing with them anymore. I know I'm not good enough, but let me give them the players that they need to really perform.
That's the way to go. Step down.
Step down so the team can step up.
100%. Best. Nah,
Hendrik, that's the way to do it.
No, that's good though. Like if you can see that there's when you do it for the team, and you can see that there's room for someone better, it takes a lot to be able to step down and say, okay, guys, I'm gonna take a step back. But props to you for doing that, bro. I commend you.
Then look, once they were all together, they were unreal. The way that they played was brilliant.
I saw no, definitely the gameplay. I saw the bot lane. I struggled quite a bit tonight, especially with that godlike Thresh. I think he finished. What was it?
Like 9-0.
8-1. He died.
Oh yes, that's worth it. The game was worth it then.
Definitely worth it. We killed the Thresh, but then again, we have to look at Sejuani and the Lucian, who went 2-0 and 16 for Sejuani, and 8-0 and 7 for Lucian.
It was.
But that.
Look, that's
who would
the thing.
You rate the MVP out of this game?
Still Thresh.
Still Thresh. Definitely.
That's Thresh.
Those hooks.
But look, that's the thing. That's the difference between a top tier South African team and a team that's. I can just about guarantee this time next year, you're going to hear the name Legion sprouted all over the EU LCS.
Okay, I'm really excited. The Challenger Series, we're hoping.
Yeah, I think they'll smash it.
And this is how they're gonna make it. This video will be played back and back as how they started out. Not started out, but one of their victories.
One of the games which made them.
So a question from one of the viewers: do you think Elo matters in the SA teams?
A bit.
Like let's put it for example, diamond rosters versus a plat roster.
So look. Yes and no. Look, the fact of the matter is when you're playing at a diamond level, it's the difference. Like, are we talking about diamond 3s and 2s? Or are we talking about diamond 5s versus plat 1s? Because when it's a diamond 3 and a diamond 2, or even a diamond 4, really, just the game knowledge that they have and the mechanic ability that they have compared to a platinum player is unreal. Like, hopefully one day I'll give you a chance to speak to Romain when he's down here for Rage. When Romain moved from plat 1 into diamond, difference, but the way that he had to play in games and the struggle that he now had was completely different. I can say the same for most of the players, that when they've experienced playing with that diamond elo, there is a difference. But at the same time, you get 5 plat 2 players, right? And their synergy is unlike anything else.
Definitely.
Doesn't matter if you're playing against diamond 2s and diamond 1s. And it's happened that Prime D, 4 plat players in a diamond have gone up against diamond 2 players, diamond 3, diamond 2 teams, diamond 1 teams, and have wrecked them. Because when the synergy is there, that's where it counts.
Makes a difference. I remember last year, one of the unknown teams, Tolly Boys, they just came in with a storm in the regular season, and I don't think anyone expected them to perform so well.
That's true. It's because
to the high ranks in Prem.
Yeah, it's the case that when you have your synergy, that's for anyone there who wants to start a team and is unsure about, I'm never going to get to diamond, is it worth my time? Having the synergy is what makes the difference.
Definitely. Another question, what was your opinion on the Sejuani pick?
Sejuani's meta at the moment.
Sejuani's meta, I definitely agree. I see a lot of people spamming it and solo queue climbing.
So powerful. She's got so much that she can bring to the game that, if it's open, might as well take it. I think it was the right pick.
Also, clears are insane, especially with the E doing 400 magic damage to the champions. It is crazy.
It is. Any other questions?
I think that's about it. I think that's all we have time for tonight. But we'll be back for the next one.
Sick. Cheers, guys. See you then.
Great. Cheers.
User disconnected from your channel.